reckon with that. Hello, the Unfinished Bride here. Several years ago, I married young, met a guy. We were very young, didn't know what we were doing. Starting off, we just knew we were in love, wanted to be together. Did not understand all of what marriage could be. He had his idea, I had my ideas based off of experience. However, as our worlds collide, we realize how different we were, how challenging it would be to be married. Having an instant family, having 2 little ones, it was a difficult time. During that journey, we had some really hard times, ups and downs in every area that you could possibly think of. When you go without understanding and knowing what it really means to be married, how truly it is a sacrifice, it is a death to you literally, because you are crucified daily by showing unconditional love, a love that you did not even imagine that was possible to come out of you. And the only way that you can have that capacity to love is through Jesus Christ. It is not a cliche. It is the truth. Without God, it is impossible to truly love someone on a daily basis for many, many years. I have been married now going into my 20th year. I have 2 college students, and unfinished just meant that I look for this perfect romance, you know, every dream that a girl wants, what you see on the Hallmark movies, but instead you get a Lifetime movie. It can be pretty scary, suspenseful. You don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. However, you have those dreams and visions for your life, and you just, after a while, you figure it out that it's more than that, it's bigger than that, and that you have to tear down the idols in your mind in order to be successful. And so I'm not ashamed to say I don't have a happily ever after. I don't have a love story, but I do have love moments. I do have stories where I've had to be challenged with my love and how I overcome in love. That's the perfect love story in itself. And just as we are the bride of Christ, we are striving to do what we're supposed to do in God. We're striving to perfection. We'll never be as long as we're in this flesh. But when the completeness of this world and Jesus' return, we will be perfect with Him. But until then, you know, we're still walking this journey, trying to be completed, trying to walk in the completeness, trying to have that finished work of Jesus Christ. It's the same with marriage. And so that's where Unfinished Bride is parallel to the bride of Christ, because that's who we are. And then at the same time, we are bride in our marriage. Our husband, he is also the bride of Christ. And so with us, we are striving in this unfinished form. And so I had to reckon with that. I had to come into reality and live in my reality and know, hey, he's not my dad. He's not, you know, this Prince Charming. It's not going to be that story, and it's okay. So I want to encourage you that you have been out there looking for this perfect love story, and you may know some couples that have it, and that's great. But there are some people that have some real challenges, living with some difficult spouse in some difficult situations, trying to get over some difficult things that has happened and gone down, and in the same way trying to discover who you are in the midst of it. It will reveal a lot in our heart, you know. And so I think about the stories in the Bible. Not all marriages were perfect. Not all of them had the love story. The majority of them, if you think about it, were pretty jacked up. And I just think about those things. God sent me on that journey so that I can have peace. Peace in my relationship. Peace in the fact that I am the unfinished bride. just striving to love, striving to do the things that God wants me to do. And so that's what Unfinished Bride is. So I hope and pray that you will continue on this journey with me. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. There will be more information coming out in all kinds of ways, not just in marriage, but in womanhood. We are a woman first before we even became a wife, before we became a mother. How can we build ourselves up in that? How can we learn about ourselves through this journey of marriage? And so please hit the button, subscribe. It's going to be some information, some exciting things, and I hope you'll go on this journey with me.